Chris was a prick.
Yeah.
I'm worried. What's he going to say here?
I was peak drugs then.
What was your favourite?
Oh, we've met in some odd junctures of life.
Yes, I do.
So-
feel
Come on
like-
then,
is there
pray
one with-
tell.
Go on.
FHM 100
I knew you
Sexiest
were
Women.
gonna say that. Let's move on from that.
We met there.
That's a bone of contention for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'd only been together
Mm-hmm.
about 6 months. I think we got engaged after 6 months, right? We'd
Wow.
been newly engaged.
And you know.
And then Chris was literally
Fact.
like, "Oh, I'm going to this award show." I was like, "Oh, right, what is it?" FHM.
Wait, what was back
Sexiest
back
Women.
then?
Yeah,
I was peak drugs then.
Were you?
Yeah.
What was your favourite? Is that not something you asked?
It's everyone's favourite. My favourite is everyone's.
Okay, all right.
It's
okay.
London. It's London's favourite.
Right. Well, I
Right.
know what you're talking about.
It's
Yeah.
Marching.
Jordan
Colombian
never
marching.
ever.
that Prince
I've never
Charlie.
ever
King
tried it.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never ever.
don't.
She's never
Waste
tried a
the money.
drug. Never tried a
I
drug.
used to smoke dope, but then we nearly set a kitchen on fire, so I stopped that. Luckily, my friend hadn't emptied her bath, and we put a dressing gown in the bath,
So you set a
then-
dress. Oh.
put it over the oven because the oven set on fire.
What were you doing?
She made it damp first. It was told in an odd order.
Yeah, it was like so we made.
She damped.
yeah.
She
No.
put
We
the,
wet the dressing gown and then
and
we
then put it over the fire.
To
What
stop the
oven?
fire.
Oh, do you mean the hob?
Also, why was
fuck's
what's
sake.
that got to do with smoking weed?
I was just
You were
stoned.
stoned?
So
I was just.
I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the
Yeah, I
hardest
was
drug I've ever
doing.
done.
I was doing. I was
Right.
on drugs at that party.
Okay,
Right.
good.
Well.
Yeah, but I
Not
just
good.
don't. I know what you're gonna say.
What?
I know. Don't worry.
What am I going
What
to say?
is the story?
Go on.
No, no, I'm not going to. It was you are genuinely charming. We had a lovely chat.
Thank you, sir.
That FHM 100 Sexiest Women Awards was extremely odd because it was. I was
You had a
hosting
stiffy
it.
the whole time?
You were a guest. No, it was easily 300
You
men.
hosted it?
I hosted
I
it.
came to the after party. Actually, I was just there. I just turned
Yeah.
up with one of the guys who works there.
It was
Okay.
easily 300 men wondering where the 100 sexy women were. There was honestly 4 women there, all from Hollyoaks. Really
No.
odd.
So there was none of the women there?
No,
Barely.
you're forgetting then.
Wait, what am I forgetting?
Anyway, we'll leave this for.
I mean, I'm not forgetting, but I don't know if I want to say it on the podcast.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's still
yeah.
one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Okay, good. As long as you know,
It's still one of the coolest
it's a
things I've
personal
seen.
thing. Chris witnessed contextually to that part of my life, like
Right.
a quite good bragging rights moment. It was
incredible.
in that
Who
the,
did you
the
get
woman
with?
who won. Did she win?
She won one of the awards.
She won, yeah.
I remember a photo from posters in all of my friends' bedrooms when I was younger,
including me probably.
begging for his fucking number
It
like
was wild.
nothing I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
But Rosie, listen, this is the maddest
Okay.
thing about it, yeah?
What?
I was so shocked by this because all my life, yeah, it really doesn't happen that often. It was quite an odd scenario.
You're literally going out with a pop star, but let's carry on.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I know. This is why it's gonna cut
Another
out.
comment, we can't take it.
No.
Okay.
But I mean that like even if you're, it was just that doesn't happen that often. Honestly,
Right.
for men, even if you are
Yeah.
attractive, even if you are whatever else, like especially not with somebody in that context. Anyway,
Right.
the point was, I freaked out and tried to be really cool about it.
It worked.
Okay.
And so I didn't. Yeah, but I didn't tell you the next part that happened after. So I just was like, I basically gave my number over,
Yeah.
and was just like, cool. Didn't ask for theirs, and then was just waiting for a week for the text, and it just never came. No, and I was devastated because I. Would have liked to have texted her, and then, but then I was like, "Why was play so fucking cool, man? I could have just
Why
been like,
didn't you-
let's swap
yeah,
numbers." No, because I was
exactly.
next to Chris, I was just chilling. I was like, "Yeah,
I,
there you are."
I remember telling people I was going to be I was going, he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He
I was
did not give a
playing
fuck.
cool,
So
but then,
you can play. It is possible to play it too cool.
yeah, but listen, check this out. The next week, and I'm sat next to someone, yeah, and we're chatting, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, da 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 da. I think we know a few people. In fact, I think you met my girlfriend the other night." Yeah. But then I was like, "Oh," and then I was like, "Thank God."
I'm just gonna guess.
Another time I met you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Is this with Ed?
No. This was I'd finished a gig in Bristol, and I went back to the Hotel Divan in Bristol, and I walked through the bar to my room, and I heard a few people talking quietly, and I turned to my left, and you and Harley, you and Harley from Rizzo Kicks were sitting on the sofa after your gig, both in brightly coloured onesies,
Yes.
just sitting there.
It's a good era. Yeah.
And I went,
Is this
"You
the
all right?"
same days as?
Oh, drugs. Yeah.
And he went, yeah, and I went, you okay? And he went, yeah, you're right. I went, yeah, you're all right. Yeah, I'm Chris. I'm a comedian. We've got a friend in common, Ed Sheeran. We know each other. Oh, yeah. And I went, yeah. And he went, yeah. And I went, anyway, night. And you went, I'll never forget. You were just sitting there and watching. And you went, night. And then you go.
Yo, it was a crazy time, Rosie. I'll be real. I would wear. I would not only wear the colour. You're talking about ones that were like it's half orange, half blue from memory.
Yeah.
And it was just we both got gifted them at one of these Capital gigs, and we were like, "This is the best thing we've ever been in." Right, comfort over everything. But then I found a website, a company called Kigu, who make animal onesies, and I ended up got to a point where I bought like maybe 8 different animal onesies. And if I did have a small gathering of people at my house, I would make everyone
didn't give a
get in
shit.
them.
I love
And
it.
we'd be doing drugs, and I'd be dressed as a red panda.
So, love it.
Fuck me.
How old were you when Rizzle Kicks took? How old were you when it all went?
19.
Oh,
That's crazy.
It is crazy, isn't it?
To
Thank
be
you, Chris.
really famous, that's
I said
mad.
that to my therapist.
That's mad.
So hang on though, right? Because obviously, Jade,
Yes.
Thirlwell, your partner,
Yes, gorgeous.
friend of ours.
friend of
Lovely.
ours,
Yeah.
love her to death. I've known Jade since she was like
I know.
9. It's
Yeah,
mad.
crazy.
She's gorgeous. So that must be amazing that you two have got that in common.
Yes.
To have had fame
Yes.
at the same age. I think to be able to, because this is what we're able to talk about life and we both get it if we've done a program together. And it's like, that's so nice to have somebody to be able to
It's
chat to
massive.
about that.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely think that I'm really happy that you've both found someone who
Yeah.
understands that level of fame at that age. It must have been insane.
It was, I mean, to not, in fear of, derailing the podcast and just talking about Jade, which is very possible.
Listen, I thought that's what you were here for.
Yeah. No,
You've got stuff going on. I'm joking.
For those of you not watching this on YouTube, Rosie just picked up a card and just claimed he had things on the card.
Just script.
Oh no, I'm still Chris Ramsey's wife
Yeah.
to a lot of people in the world, so that's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I don't mind being Jade's boyfriend. I think it is insane how closely our lives are intertwined, and it's a little bit weird because firstly, I don't know if you know this, but I'm partly the reason why they're called Little Mix, which is weird.
Are you?
Yes,
I didn't know this.
Yeah, it was a weird thing. They used to be called Riv Mix, which was like a Brighton-based charity at the time,
Right.
And then we got booked on Extra Factor, which is a live show.
Yeah.
And in that interview, I said, "Oh, by the way, Riv Mix is the name of a Brighton-based charity, and it's messed with all the Google searches, and then it like started picking up on the internet, and then they changed their name to Little Mix, which is nuts.
Wow. That's mad.
And then secondly, what's even weirder is I've seen the girls a few times. I loved Little Mix. I thought it was wicked.
Can we just sort it out?
Yeah.
By the way, I've seen them twice live.
Yeah.
Like nothing through Jade, by the way. Like
Yeah,
I would just
yeah.
rock up and be like, how much did
Little Mix are goats.
So good.
Yeah. It was. I just thought it was dope that they were like UK girl group. The second album, I was really into that. And
they're so talented. They can genuinely sing.
Yeah,
like
genuinely talented.
like live vocals.
But when I saw them, and this is recorded, I never saw Jade. I never met Jade. I met every other girl 3 or 4 times, and then we were supposed to be on a song with them, and then we didn't do it. And they got Missy Elliott instead, which is a shame for them.
It's one of the things where you go, fair enough. Yeah.
I was like, why'd you ask us, you prick?
we were up for a book award for our children's book.
Yeah.
And we're up against Julia Donaldson. And Julia Donaldson won, and everyone was like, "Oh, you're sad," and we were like, "Nope."
Julia Donaldson.
You can't really argue when the goat
can
wins.
Shout out Julia Donaldson.
Oh,
and her late husband Malcolm.
Yeah.
Wonderful people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I never met Jade. So it was literally like when we went on our first day, even though I'd met the other girls, I even got in trouble with Perry when I was younger because I like said that her and Zayn's marriage was going to be doomed. And I got asked in an interview, but when I was a kid,
I'm worried. What's he going to say here?
No,
This man.
He's
What's that band name? Charity. Get it there. What you do to get that in the bin? Not going to last. Next question.
Yeah, I was in trouble with the girls for a bit, but I never was in trouble with Jade apparently.
So there you
that's
go.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
but I
all
always
worked out
fancied her,
nice.
which is nice.
That's
And
so
then-
lovely.
and then,
I always fancied Rosie.
Yeah,
At college and at school, I
We
always
went to
fancied
college
Rosie.
together.
Yeah.
love that.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
So yeah, I'm 5 years in now with Jade.
Are you going on Wednesday?
No,
No.
I'm
I'm
rehearsing
going.
for this play. I know you are. She told me. I was actually gutted.
Oh, mate.
That's by the way, it's Jade's album launch.
Yeah, on Wednesday.
That's what Rosie's talking
Chris has got the kids. Sad.
Yeah, sorry everyone, you're listening to Shaggedmarriedannoyed, name dropping celeb gossip special. We'll just invite each other to each other's album launch and talk shit.
Babadoo, 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 ba. This is interesting because, right, in the book, Jordan Stevens
Yes, that's me.
discovers what it means to be a modern man and how the price we pay for love in all its
Yes.
forms is worth it.
Yeah.
You've really grown up, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
You've really grown up.
I have.
That's
It's
proper.
funny.
Cannot imagine a man in a onesie writing that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but in all seriousness, though, when I first started going out with Jade, that was a thing between me and my friends and Jade. It was like, she's really seen the best version of me. Like, I really mean that. Yeah, I'd really done a lot of like therapy and shit.
Oh.
So when I like met her, I was really ready for...
Chris was a prick. When I
Yeah.
met him. To the point where my family have actually commented, going, "Oh, he's totally different now." Prick.
You know what it is?
Prick.
It's never easy to hear, but I do hold on to that was.
It's a thing.
Was a prick.
Yeah, you were. You're
And
not
that
anymore.
keeps
You're-
us- it
you're
keeps us-
genuinely
Listen, they
nice
will
guy.
never understand how confusing it was as a millennial man.
Thank you.
We were
Oh,
hard.
prick. Oh, tell me your troubles.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Rosie,
Come on.
Rosie,
You can have a minute. No,
to
come
be
on.
fair. To
No,
be fair, you
go
can't
on.
really
No,
complain,
do you
can
know what it is, Jordan? I've got
can't
two
really complain.
sons.
Yeah.
I've got two sons, so my whole sort of stance on like feminine, like, you know,
Yeah.
I have to
Be a
look
little
at
bit
it. I have
broader.
to look at it
They've just
differently.
been, how old are they?
They're 9 and 5.
Yeah,
4.
they'll be okay actually.
Do you
but
think?
But Gen Z boys, they grew up. They were teenagers at a time when everyone was like, "Men are shit," and they were like, "Oh." So they're that's what I'm working on at the moment actually.
Yeah, we've gone on a bit of a roller coaster, haven't we? I think.
Yeah.
Millennial.
But millennial men. Well, the reason I say that, obviously, it
I'm
would be
joking.
ridiculous to compare, but I just find it funny because I hear a lot of conversation about, let's say, Gen Z boys, or about like some of the stuff that's going around. Certain people on the internet saying certain things, and I always think like we were raised in our era to just be that type of man and boy. Like the horrible things we are seeing particular people say on the internet was just fed to us in TV, film. Like that was just normal.
Like,
Like this
that's
idea
it.
of just, you know, can you believe boys these days are turning to girls and saying get in the kitchen? I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like it. Nowadays that's unacceptable, but that was just like in the playground, 13, 14,
100%.
anything that would upset someone, we'd say.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that vice versa. Like literally, listen, I said this in my book, the girls at my school, whew, like if you got on the wrong side of them,
Yeah.
you want a rumor to ruin your life? Jesus Christ, bro. Like I remember genuinely being fucking rattled at some of those girls because, you know, they matured a little bit quicker than the boys. And like, you know, if you, I mean, like, I remember when I was a kid, I got like bullied into a relationship. Like girls, because they were just like, they're like, go out with her or we might make your life a living hell. Like it was the mafia.
For real?
Yeah, that was the kind of thing. And I was like, okay. and I used to plot how to avoid her.
Yeah.
Like, had to last
She's
2
gonna be
weeks.
fuming when she hears about you and Jade.
It's in the fucking book. No, I know, but Jade, anyway, the long story short, Jade's she's seen a good side of me.
Yeah.
And she knows I used to be a prick. That's the thing, you know, that
We've all had prick
I
moments,
needed
haven't
her
we?
to
We've all-
know that, because that's what about the context of being a pop star, the intensity of that space, and also she's obviously she's encountered these fuckers the whole time there, so it's not like particularly out of. She'd be like, oh, you really you got fame and money and
you were a
spent
bit
it
of a
being
prick.
fucking
Yeah,
idiot. Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
so bizarre.
Yeah, I get it. Babadoo, 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 ba.
My favorite animal is one of my favorite animals is a fox. I'm really down for. Listen, Rosie, I'm down for animals that have bad reps because I like rooting for the underdog.
Okay, well, wait till you
The
own
underfox.
a house with a garden.
I have a
and
house
they
with a garden. They're
but
all
does
right.
it?
We've got a couple of dogs, so they don't bother us.
Well,
we got them in our garden, and you just think one night when our kids are out, are they going to come and take one of my kids' faces off?
No, right, okay.
Eat
That's,
your kid.
that happened where we live.
That's happened, man.
What, a fox got in someone's house and
And
went
what?
to the
And ate the
baby's
baby?
cot and like bit the baby.
That's very rare, Rosie.
I swear, well, it happened.
But has it happened?
Also, but that happens with dogs.
Yeah, that is
I
true.
haven't fucking got
No,
one
do
of
you
them
know?
either.
No,
Jordan, do you not understand? No dogs, no foxes.
can I tell you why? And
Get
it's
a
not.
cat.
I think foxes are so cute, and I think they are gorgeous. And sometimes when we see the little baby ones, I'm like, oh my god. The reason I didn't like it is because these foxes that were in our garden kept waking the kids up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, no, listen, the way they sound at night is a fucking
This
joke.
is what
the
I
crying
mean.
baby shit when they're having sex and that, mad.
Yeah, it sounds like
Yeah,
it sounds like
exactly.
an underage
Like,
orgy happening in your
so-
garden. It's the
Someone was
worst.
asleep when they were making up the animals for that.
Yeah,
bit.
they were
What does
waking the
foxes
kids
sound-
up.
I was right. I'm sure I told about this on the podcast, but when Rafe was getting up, when our youngest was
And
getting
they shit in
really
the
early,
garden.
the shit's
shit in the
unbelievable.
They do, and it's
The shit it fucking burns the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're wild.
But they are cute.
They are, but one morning, must have been about 5:30, maybe earlier, and Rafe was getting up really early, and I don't like lying in bed. If I'm up, I'm up, so I just go downstairs. I remember I stood at the window and I was just watching, and this fox was just walking down the patio.
Yeah.
And it's just like, fucking giving it large. Like,
They're getting braver.
They are.
It saw me and it went, rah, and it like started running. It was running on the spot like that. And I could see there was part of its brain going, "Fuck's he doing up at this time? Like, why is he up at 5:30?
Yeah,
I
bro,
was like, we shouldn't have seen each other.
Yeah,
I literally, I remember
mad.
turning me. Rafe was like 3 at the time. I remember going, I shouldn't have seen that. I should be asleep.
Yeah, foxes, they roam. So the mad thing is, I remember there was one day, right, where like I was with this is like an old girlfriend, and it was like, you know, I've been very public. I've got loads of fox mugs. I've got a fox tattoo. Anyway,
Oh, you really like foxes?
I was a bit
then?
sad. I was a bit sad that day, and I remember they saw a fox, and they went, "Oh, look, it's a fox, Jordan, in the middle of the street." And I was like, "Oh, it is." But obviously, I know a little bit about foxes. I'm like, if this fox is alone in the daytime, this isn't a good sign. Right?
Really?
So we like walk up, and the fox isn't even running. Right? It's just chilling. It's like, "Oh, this is so sweet." As in, like, this would cheer you up. And I'm like, I don't think this fox is okay. I kind of get near it. And then it kind of like hobbled into a bush. I went and got some food, some water, left it out, was barely going near it, rung the RSPCA. The woman's come down in the van and she went, "Oh yeah, you know, this is typical around this time of year. You've done the right thing." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" Boss, she gets a thing out the car and she went, "Look, this is the most humane thing to do." And they literally, in front of me, basically my favourite animal, and I was already sad. But listen. This was so mad. I was like, "What do you mean?" She went, "This fox is injured. It's been left by its pack. It's out in the day because it's going to die slowly over 2 weeks. The most humane thing is to kill it now." And I went, "Oh my God, I've called for the assassination of this fucking fox." And then, this is the bit that killed me the most. She went, "Look, it'll be over in a second." She opened the back of the van and another dead fox fell out. And she went, "Oh, sorry." I was like, stood on the side of the road. I stood on the side of the road in floods of tears where I was sobbing my eyes out. And she went, you guys can carry on now." And then
Oh my God.
And the next was like, "Maybe it's not a sign."
Oh my God.
I did not think you were going to say another dead fox
Bruh,
came out.
She had killed about 4 that day. This woman was going round. Because that's what it is. Apparently,
You still got a number, because
Bro, no. If they're in a pack, they got families to feed.
No, I know, I'm
Rosie.
joking.
But yeah,
I'm
it was.
joking.
It was.
Oh, that is grim.
It was savage.
Oh, God.
But
love
that's
you.
the reality of life as a fox, bro.
Life is a fox.
Dark comedy at its best.
Fight about the jingle, jingle. We couldn't settle on a jingle, jingle. So this is the jingle, jingle. We hope you like the jingle, jingle. Babadoo, 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 ba. Jingle.